Welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, thanks for being here. You probably came from the tummy time video. Really appreciate it. I will be doing an in-depth video on what that setup looks like, just because I know there's a lot of divisive comments. Some people saying oh my god, genius, amazing idea, and other people are like, this is really dangerous, you're being stupid. So it's nice to get engagement in a video, but that's not what my channel is about. My purpose is really just to kind of give a realistic view on life as a mother and how I really strive to be as intuitive as I can and rely on my intuition to kind of guide me in this crazy journey that is motherhood, and beautiful journey. Let's not forget that, because it is so fulfilling and so incredible, but it's also really hard. And yeah, I don't think it should be an aesthetic. I think a lot of times the way it's perceived in social media is, that you can just romanticize your way through motherhood. And let me tell you, from experience, that is not true. We'll get into that throughout this video, but this is the baby girl. She is just enjoying a little stroll. I'm hoping she'll fall asleep here because I love baby wearing, but it is taking a toll on my body in ways I didn't know would happen. Let's put it that way. But we had a very busy morning. I'm sipping on some bone broth here. Really trying to also be intentional with what I eat. Not for the purposes of trying to lose weight, because my main goal right now is to breastfeed for as long as possible. But more so because I think I have inflammation in my knees and my joints just because of the extra weight from pregnancy. So I was just giving myself the opportunity to eat whatever, junk food, whatever, Chick-fil-A and stuff. I was on a Chick-fil-A kick for a few weeks there, and I knew eventually my body naturally would be like, that's enough. And that happened because my hubby decided to make some green juices. I think for sure it had celery, apple juice, I don't remember what else, but it was really good. And just, not that that replaced a meal, I don't do that. But why am I bringing this up? Well, I think that having a little green juice with breakfast, I don't know, just did something to my taste buds. And alcohol, honestly, I don't know the science. I'm gonna be spewing BS because mom brain is just I have a really hard time going in depth. But anyways, point is, this is where we are now. We're on a little health kick, health journey, kind of finding my way back to things that I enjoy, home cooked meals. So stay tuned for that. I'll be showing more as I get more into this YouTube journey, which has literally been my dream since, I don't know, my early 20s. I'm 32. So I think I started watching YouTube when I was 22 or something like that. But I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I just never really knew what, and never really had the discipline to continue and all that. So anyways, I've been yapping for a while, but today is a random day because they're gonna be treating the ducts in the air vent or something like that. Please explain what this is in the comments, because one bathroom, we have 3 bathrooms in our townhouse, got mold, which is so random because we barely use that bathroom. That's the guest bathroom. There's a tub in there, but we barely use it. So all the other bathrooms are fine, but that one decided, nope, I need attention too. So anyways, they're gonna come and clean it. This is so random to talk about, but we're kind of just waiting because they don't give you a time, just show up. So my husband has been frantically running around the house trying to get stuff done, which I'm proud of him. He's doing a lot. And I was in charge of breakfast this morning, which is usually what he does so that I can feed the baby. Usually join a coaching call in the morning, but it's Labor Day too, so we're all over the place today. So taking her for a little walk. She's still kicking and very much awake. So beautiful here. Hold on. Stunning trees and landscaping in our little community here. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Just take a pause and enjoy my bone broth. Yum. And if you made it this far in the video, how have you been? How's your day? Where are you from? When did you first start watching YouTube? I'm always so curious. I really think YouTube shaped me, or at least a lot of my views of motherhood, and really got me excited about content creation, but the other platforms are just easier to post because it's mostly short form content. But girl, I am a yapper. I could sit here and talk all day, and hopefully it's interesting for you. All right, let's keep the walk going. I've also gotten questions on this stroller that I have. It's an older version of the Nuna stroller because I've wanted this stroller for a very long time. Probably looked at it before I was even pregnant. I don't know. I always joke that the apps know when you're about to conceive before you do. Look at this. Hold on, sorry. The little ducks are swimming now. Oh my gosh. So cute. Anyways, so this is the... Someone calling? No. This is the Nuna Mix Next stroller. And look at these wheels. They're literally huge. Ginormous. A lot of people were saying that the tummy time that I was doing, she was just going to roll off and pop off the freaking stroller. And I'm like, truly impossible because the impact that these wheels absorb is ridiculous. I've taken this through the freaking sand and I just pull it along the sand and it's so easy. Anyways, that's the little pillow that we use for tummy time. This setup right here, how it is now, is great for just laying her after feeding, just so she can digest, or if your baby has colic, it's also great. My baby doesn't, but just so you... And then you can put this pillow this shape so her body lays on it. I've showed it a bunch of times. I'll do a proper tutorial next time I put her on tummy time, now that we have it on the vlog. But it's such a great setup. And then to actually sleep or attempt, I take everything out and just leave her with a little blanket. And I have this wool cover. So that's the original that came with the stroller. And I put this wool cover. And then the bassinet is a separate addition, separate add-on. So I spent half the price because I bought it secondhand, which I highly encourage you to do so. But if you got it like that, this is a great setup. Highly recommend it to literally any new parent. Kids will get used to your lifestyle. They will cry for literally anything. She used to cry being in here all the time, and now she's chilling. Unless she has a dirty diaper or is hungry. Other than that, she will just chill in here. So
can you hear me? It's Brian, right? Brian. Okay. Indoor play treats. They are
So as you can see, the mall is pretty safe. The randomness of life can happen, but this stroller, the reason I even bought it is because of how sturdy it is. I can literally walk with it with one hand. It's heavy, but it's also so smooth and very light to maneuver. I use it every single day, and I know she's not gonna pop out of there. People are claiming in that video, and it's the mall. You have to have this place so pristine all the time, and there can't just be random bumps. You know what I mean? I am more aware of people walking in front of me than other people without kids that are literally just walking with their phones. Even if someone were to bump into us, let's say, which is the highest likely thing that could happen, she's still not gonna pop off. She's wedged in between the little pillow. I just cover it with a cotton cloth because the pillow itself is made with synthetic materials. Yeah, I'm crazy. But they closed the carpet store. We're at the Boca Raton Mall Town Center. This is the nicest mall in the area, I would say. Probably the next one closest is somewhere in West Palm Beach, but I haven't been, so I wouldn't know. But they have a full food court, several restaurants with all different kinds of price points and type of food, tons of stores. Do we shop at them? Not really. I'm so picky when it comes to clothing. But, yeah, hang out here for a few hours while they treat the air ducts in our house. And it's so nice to just walk without any heat. Girl, I was just walking outside and sweating all over the place, so yeah. Need to look for some infant glasses. These are still too big because she is farsighted and has astigmatism. And this is all they have, unfortunately. Lots for adults. It's so good. Seasoned chicken, wild rice, homemade onion and vinegar, and purple sweet potato. Stay you tired. So yummy. It's United Healthcare. That's how I was able to find, like, she recommended you and like cardiologist and whatever. Oh my goodness, I finally scheduled 2 appointments that I have been needing to schedule for so long. I need to do a proper story time, or maybe just do it now. Maybe the timing is now. But baby girl has, let me tell you right now how many doctors. 1, 2, 3, let's start. Endocrinologist, genetics doctor, a neuroscience primary care doctor, surgeon for her cleft. She has a little cleft here. It's not in the palate, it's barely anything, but she has surgery in September coming up. So that's 5. And an ophthalmologist, That's 6. And we have to book a cardiologist appointment as well, so that's 7. I had a very challenging pregnancy in the sense that they were just like, I was high risk, but I thoroughly enjoyed my pregnancy. So it's kind of weird because yes, it was stressful because, for example, at 23 weeks we almost lost her because my cervix was open, so I had to have surgery to get a cerclage. So that, and I was working with a high risk doctor specialist, and I would see her anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week. And then of course I had to go see my gynecologist as well / midwife, and just a lot of challenges. I had to go get an MRI because she was showing that she was missing something in her brain, and it's called septum pellucidum. Apparently it doesn't really play any strong role, like the corpus callosum, which for a long time I would say it was the corpus callosum that was missing. Like, I had no idea what I was talking about, but it's very different. The corpus callosum plays a huge role in early development and for life essentially. But the septum pellucidum, it could affect her negatively or it could literally do nothing. And I'm obviously the type of person that I receive information, and essentially I take the information and I follow through with going to the doctors and doing all that. But I'm also a very spiritual person, so I definitely set intentions to not let and believe in unlimited possibilities of how this outcome could go. So that is my way of perceiving life and perceiving diagnosis and stuff like that. That's how I got through my pregnancy. Not only got through it, but I think I was even thriving because I was meditating daily, just so that the anxiety of all these diagnoses and finding out information wouldn't affect my nervous system, which would in turn affect hers too. People say that she's such a calm baby and barely cries, and I literally attribute it to that, hands down. Anyways, so I was just making a ton of appointments that I needed to make because it's hard and it takes time, and part of me is like, oh, I don't want it to be about that, but it is important to at least do my part and follow through and follow up. Let me move away from all this music. She's still sleeping. But that's a big reason why too, that, oh, she also has a chiropractor. So, oh, and a PT. That's 9 doctors, 9 people that she's seeing at any given time. So, and for now, it's literally just a diagnosis. Nothing is affecting her. She actually just got accepted into the Early Steps program in Florida, which is a free program that is for kids that are affected developmentally wise. And when they were evaluating her, they said that if it wasn't for her diagnosis of the septum pellucidum that she got from her scientist doctor, whatever, I forgot how they call those types of doctors, but essentially she said that she passed. She would have failed. She would not have been accepted into the program. So by default, they do the evaluation because that's just part of their process, and it's a way for them to tell where she is in her journey, and it's just a way for them to create a program. And she officially started PT last week, so the PT will be coming once a week to our house, which is phenomenal. It's about an hour, and she's so nice, super knowledgeable. So that's cool. But we're doing a lot with her. Tummy time in the stroller. Some people might be like, why not just do a little tummy time on the floor here and there? I'm like, girl, we are doing the most because this age, kids absorb everything. And we're also putting her in swim lessons. She's already had 3 swim lessons, and she's about to turn 4 months. And I feel really proud of her because she's not afraid of the water at all. We introduced her to the water very early on, and swimming is literally one of the best exercises kids could do. at that age. So we have a pool in our community, so I try and make it there a couple times a week, and it's great. So that's kind of the history with all that. It's stressful at times, but she's the best. I don't know. Sometimes the mind plays tricks and tries to make you feel like after all of this, something may still happen. And look, I can't control any of that. What I can control is what I am doing, which is taking her to her doctors, doing the swim lesson, the PT, all the tummy time, and all the things. So we're getting ahead of her development. All right, she just woke up, so mommy duties. She might be tired.